If you're watching this video right now, it means that you made it till the end of 2020. Hey guys! To those of you who know me, welcome back to my channel. To those of you who don't, my name is Keziah Sabu and welcome to this humble channel. Congratulations! Hooray! You survived 2020. It was only because of God's grace alone. Alright, so what is this video about? As you read it in the title, I'm going to talk about why I like this year. I know this year has been crazy for a lot of us, and it has been chaotic and unpredictable, and I don't know how to describe this year. Like, one by one, it just kept getting worse and worse and worse. But honestly speaking, this year was a blessing in disguise. I know it may sound a little funny for some of you, and I know some of you might be like, oh, yeah, right. But just stop looking at the outer shell for a moment and just look at the inside, just like, you know, a jackfruit. From the outside, it may look all pokey and scary, but okay. But from the inside, it's like sweet and nutritious. So just please travel with me here. And I know the lighting is a little crazy. It's the sun doing its job. I am not this fair. So as I was saying, this year is a blessing in disguise. And why do I feel that way? I felt this way because I learned a lot of lessons. Normally, like every year, I have this habit of writing the lessons that I learned that year in my diary. So normally, I learned just one lesson per year. But this year, I learned so many lessons, like so many. I figured out that I could do some things alone. I figured out that there's no point in living in fear. Our strength actually is in God. And it is awesome to trust in God alone. You know what? Even through this pandemic, God was keeping us safe. Like, when you look at it this way, for example, the pandemic is the flood. Okay, not the flood, the sea, the roaring sea. And just like how Moses and the people were led through the sea, like God literally parted the sea and they walked through it, just like that, He led us through this pandemic. I know this year has been crazy for a lot of us, and many of us lost our loved ones, and I know so many sad things happened, but we're still here, we're still breathing, and I think that is something to be really grateful for to God. So the good things that happened this year, let's focus on that for a few moments. You know, a lot of us were able to spend time with our families. I couldn't, but I'm hoping you could. Yeah, and a lot of us learned how to cook. A lot of us learned how to survive on our own. A lot of us learned how to, you know, stop existing and start living. Like, you know, I don't know. I noticed that in a lot of people. They had this, you know, sudden fear that we are like vapor. We just come and we go. We don't even know when we might die. So, you know, making spontaneous ideas, you know, having fun, living life, trusting in God completely, and just moving forward. So, you know, see, it was actually good, right? It was actually a blessing in disguise. Some of the lessons that I learned this year was not everyone really cares for you. You cannot trust everyone. Not everyone actually cares for you. Like sometimes the most unexpected ones care for you. I know that's weird. Yeah, so one lesson that I learned is keep the caring ones close, and be careful who you trust. And the next one is never give up on anything that you love, even if the whole world is against it. I'm sorry, the lighting is a little crazy. It's dancing, see? Anyways, not everything goes the way you want. Some things go, against your will. And it's okay. And it's okay because that is just God looking out for you, So that is another lesson that I learned, because so many things did not go the way I wanted this year, and I was just frustrated with how things were going, and I was like, God, why? But later on I realized, okay, this was actually the best way. God's way is the best way. Yes. Okay, everything that happens in your life is what God allows, and what He allows for a reason. And it's not for a bad reason. It's always for a good reason. Good reason only. And the last lesson that I learned was be grateful for everything and everyone you have in your life, because you'll never know when you'll lose it. And also, I started having this thought inside of me that whenever you talk to a person, make sure you say something nice at the end. Like, for example, it shouldn't end in a fight. You should not let it end in a fight. Or rather, it should end in something good, because you'll never know whether they're going to be alive the next day. So yeah, okay. So these are some of the things that helped me see this year as a good year, as a blessing in disguise. So that's what 2020 was for me. I do not know if this sounded silly to some of you listening to it. I do not know if some of you think, oh, she's so naive and she's so, I don't know, what do you call a person who's trying to be positive all the time? Optimist. Yes. Yeah. I don't know if some of you think that, but I just said what I wanted to say and what I had to say. To the one who's watching this video right now, I'm happy that you're doing well and that you're alive. I really am, I really am. I wish each and every one a blessed 2021. I hope all the tears that you shed in 2020 will turn into joy in 2021. That's it for today's video. Stay strong, stay positive, live, don't just exist, please. You'll never know what would happen next. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I really do appreciate it. Thank you. Until next time,